the veil, his tail flies and secrets into the heart and pale dies just seeking. But what you thinking is veil blind and bleak when it's your mind and your soul that needs to be deep in. See beauty stand deep. You're a shallow pond. There's an ocean of wisdom you need to paddle on. Take a dive in. Many jewels there. Your only interest is surface shit and fools there. You're a goddess. Take your rightful place. Tear the veil and the stare a picture right in the face. Divine feminine can't be suppressed. Shakti is the energy that we manifest. Queen, we the deadly tribe. Take a hit in this tantra and build a Kali vibe. Peel away the cloak, scrape away the scales, and see the truth of what lies behind all the things.
Peace. Greetings, everybody. Peace. What's up? 16. What's good with you, fam? All right, peace.
When your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind, eyes to contact, so you can open the lotus up like a compact. Become an offering, something more to give than the physical body that can forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause. Then let it transmute, metamorphosize. See the truth of awakening right before your eyes. The deception, the real magic. For you to miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So get you tearing the veil as if it was fabric, and find yourself on the path, walking the labyrinth.
Peace. What's good, everybody? All right. Waiting for this thing to populate. All right. Peace. What's up, everybody? Peace. Miss Soleil, how are you? Alright. The beautiful queen that you are. Peace, everybody. How y'all feel? All right, we're black, and I said to myself I was going to start definitely within the first 5 minutes. All right, I got some nasty text messages, nasty messages on my in my inbox. So yeah, I'll let y'all know about that in a minute. But in the meantime, between time, this is Professor Griff. I want to greet everyone with a very civilized greeting in a very uncivilized time. Peace, hotep, assalamu alaikum. Good evening. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Whatever greeting you go by, whatever school of thought that you are from. This is Professor Griff, and the show here is, of course, it's called Sirius Mindz. It's spelled SIRIUSMINDZ. One day we're going to take our time. We're going to break this Sirius down so everyone can kind of get on the same page. Some people have asked in the past, But I talked about it every now and then. But yeah, we're gonna kind of go into it one day. But anyway, thank you to everybody that always tunes in and always supports the channel. All right. I'm looking at some names that's coming up on all three platforms, and I'm starting to see some of the same names over and over and over, which is a beautiful thing. That means y'all are consistent. Thank you to the supporters of the channel, of course. Thank you, of course, to my beautiful, beautiful wife, who I think I'm taller than. I'm probably tall enough, but I don't know, you know, a hair, ant's ankle, but who's measuring? Anyway, thanks to 16. Really appreciate you doing the research and moderating this. Really appreciate that. Y'all can go on over to www.youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. All right. This platform is supported by the people. All right. So definitely want to thank the people that support the platform. And not only in terms of nickels and dimes, quarters, food stamps, Captain Crunch coupons, that helps. But the mere fact that you're on every day and you lend something positive to raise the vibrational pitch of the thinking of the people, all right, thus putting Sirius Mindz on a whole different level. All right, I could easily come on here and do 10 minutes of what's going on in the news, talk about the Rams winning the NFC championship and all this other kind of stuff. But come on, man. Nah, I'd rather not. I'd rather come on and talk about something a little bit more substantive. All right, anyway, if you would like to donate and contribute to Sirius Mindz platform, you can do that on the Cash app. All right, that's $ Professor Griff. If you're not on, that means the people on IG and the people on Facebook. All right, or you can just go to my website and just donate. www.professorgriff.me. Cash app is $ Professor Griff. That's $ Professor Griff. All right. If you would like to donate via PayPal, that's paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. PayPal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right. Okay. This platform basically is to raise the vibrational pitch of our people into the thinking of the creator and the co-creator. Whatever you call God, whether you call God Jah, Allah, Ptah, Ra, whatever it is, all right? We're going to leave that up to you. You got to have that conversation, all right? But we're bringing that positive vibration and positive energy to the table so we can have the necessary discussions, so we can raise the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking and spirit, all right? We need everyone on IG and Facebook. If we get caught up, y'all know to meet us over at on YouTube, youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. If you'd like to email me, you can email me at SiriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. That's Sirius Mindz, Sirius Mindz Info. All right, Sirius Mindz Info at gmail.com. My phone number is 678-557-2919. All right, here on Sirius Mindz, we stand on the shoulders of the ancestors and we kneel at the feet of the elders. Remember, you got to hit the like button on YouTube. All right, hit the subscribe button. All right, ring the bell, as Anita Award says, and meet y'all black here every night at 7 o'clock, sometimes 9. I'm traveling around the country. I'm trying to navigate through time zones. All right, with that said, the music that you are hearing and you've heard in my intro is my beautiful wife, Miss Soleil, and the song is Under the Veil. All right, make sure y'all go cop that. All right, just find Soleil on IG, MRSSOLE. All right, Miss Soleil. All right, on IG, she'll give you the information from there. All right, is that cool with everyone? All right, it's called Under the Veil. All right. All right, so let's dive into this. I think we left off with the Naim Sassim, pardon me. Revolutionary Calendar of Revolutionary Daily Thoughts by Wani Mokebomani Baruti. As y'all can see, I'm getting right into it. Someone left me a nasty message. He said, why does it take me 20 minutes to kind of start the show? Because sometimes I'm waiting for 3 platforms to populate. I'm in different time zones. Most times I'm rushing. Sometimes there's no connection, there's poor connection in these hotels. Sometimes I got to do two things with one phone, whatever. I'm not in this $100 million studio where I could just walk in every day at the same time, get a damn cup of coffee and a donut and make it happen. This is, we're on the front lines, and sometimes the front lines may take us into different places in different time zones. So I got to do what it is I have to do. Right now, as we speak, this is a 4-person operation, but people operating in different cities. I'm on the road. My beautiful wife supports me wherever I'm going. That's 2 people. And then we got my man Shane, who I ain't seen in a minute because we just kind of busy making some other things happening. And of course, we got 16, who's doing the research from where she is, moderating and some other things. So if you would like to help me join the team, I know there's one brother that wanted to join the team. I've been trying to reach him. I called him a couple of times today. He ain't answered. But my phone number is 678-557-2919. Text me. Let's talk about it. Hit me up. Technology should allow us to build a team wherever we are. You got a computer, a laptop, a phone, all right, a slingshot. Yeah, chopsticks. We should make this happen. All right, cool. February 16th. It is natural when certain needs are not met. Do whatever you have to do to meet those needs of the fools. For certain gets beat down and finds himself in the manner that we've read that before. We were on 17. How can you claim you want to be free when the one thing you'll be when you are free is the one thing that you don't want to be? An African. Wow. We have to say that again. How can you claim that you want to be free when the one thing that you'll be when you are free is the one thing that you don't want to be, and that is an African? All right. By Professor James Smalls. Africans trying to help concoct a new world within. They can finally feel human without having to be African. And this is what this world is doing to us. Trying to make us feel whole. Trying to make us feel complete. Morphing our energy and our spirit and our ideas and our unwillingness to be African, unwillingness to be black. Trying to morph that into a world that they've created. We see people arguing on YouTube and making 2-hour YouTube clips about black people not being black and not being African. Whenever we decide that we're going to truly be free, the only thing that we can ever be is black, all right, African. Well, first, gods and goddesses, black at the same time, Africans, and all the other things that we claim. To merely cancel out 1 or 2 of those things, shame on you. All right. Elijah Muhammad said, he asked us the question, who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, some say, and God of the universe. All right. However you put that under the microscope, I'm not asking you the strength of the lens in your microscope that you're using. Put it under the microscope, you piece it apart, and whatever it means to you, it means. All right. I'm saying to you, have it together when we get on the flip side of this thing, when we got to carve out a destiny for ourselves. All right. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right. We can't spend the next 100 years arguing whether or not we black, we Hebrew, we are Moor, we Church of God in Christ, we Muslim, we whatever. The earth was flat, round, square, triangle. We don't have time to argue all that. We truly don't. All right. One brother asked me, why am I doing the show today at the same time that the NFC and the AFC championships are going on? Y'all tell me what I told him. Thank you. Yeah. If watching the AFC championship game and the NFC championship game was going to free me, intellectual warrior, you're right. While we're arguing and debating, our enemy is plotting and planning. All right. And on top of that, our enemy is 2 or 3 steps ahead of us. We're playing checkers while the enemy's playing chess. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, February 18th. What is a zombie? A zombie is a corpse reactivated by secret means from the grave that can walk, live, and serve others, but still dead. This particular individual is nonetheless a zombie. Zombies don't serve their own needs. Zombies don't serve their own freedom. I mean, ways and means to get free. Zombies don't serve themselves. Zombies are walking dead. We need to figure out, how does zombies become zombies in the first place? And then in this zombie-like state, who do they serve? Zombies take their vanquishment and belief in the sacredness of white supremacy to heart. They take it to heart. They will fight you on a new discovery that they heard on the Discovery Channel. Let me tell this brother. Brother I tried to reach, said he wanted to join the team. I was like, we are on live. All right. So yeah. So it's insulting for people to argue about politics, and they're not political. It's hard to argue with people and debate people and all this kind of stuff and argue with people about certain topics when the research has not been done. And I'm just saying, this is why I say, and I've been saying on this platform, do the research, all right? Come with a level of understanding of what the subject matter is about, all right? And then let's have an intelligent discussion without calling names. For someone to come on this platform, make a couple of statements that have nothing to do with the subject, just to throw some hate in the game, and then you get the conversation all discombobulated and you leave. Yeah, I think that's your problem. Yeah, those people, we got to block them immediately, plain and simple. All right, but we have to move forward. So the question Dr. Layla Africa asked, all right, February 19th. If you just joining us, we're reading from this book. All right, we read Tim for purpose to put on this brother children. Okay, all right. The Nyan Sassim, a calendar of revolutionary daily thoughts in Wali Muke Bamani Barudi. February 19th. He simply asked, "What's eating you?" All right, what's eating you? All right, Soleil, if you are watching this, can you let me know what day you guys are on for the 21-day Sacred Movement Challenge? All right, let me know what day y'all are on. What's eating you? For warriors, in terms of health, performance, endurance, vision, life, it always comes down to the question, what are you eating? So the whole idea of Layla Africa asking that question, what are you eating? What's eating you? All right. So right now I'm talking about the mental food. Peace, Professor Griff. This is, oh, look, I got your contact. Okay, I got you. What are you eating? What's eating you and what are you eating? All right. Can you honestly look in the mirror every single day and say, I'm healthy? All right. If you have tore open a package of some pre-made, pre-mixed food and you passed and skipped over the bananas and the apples and the grapes, all right, and whatever else we can eat that's healthy, yeah, not good. We should be learning how to eat to live, not how to live to eat. How to eat to live. All right, that's Layla Africa. The other quote was from Ashanti in reference to what is a zombie. We read that when we went over the Ashanti brainwashing test. And the first quote was from Professor James Smalls. All right, that's a Nyan Sassim. No, I do not sell this book. No, there's not an ebook. No, I do not have notes. You have to contact akabinhouse.com or contact Barudi. He's easy to contact online. All right. Thank you. All right. I hope people have been getting the information that I've been sending out to everyone. All right. Where were we at now in this book cycle? We're almost at the end, y'all. Come on. I haven't been on for a couple of days because I zigzagged the country. I'm getting little sleep, having to teach 12 to 14 classes, 20-minute classes a day, and finally got a day off that day off consisted of travel and sleep. Had to turn right back around and get on the road, traveling back into the storm. So right now I'm broadcasting live from Chester, Pennsylvania. All right. I don't know if y'all know what Chester, Pennsylvania is, but that's where I'm at. All right. The underground press. You said the 3 Ps. No, I think we was past the 3 Ps. Not sure. Let's see. It must have been 6, 7 Ps. Because it's pimps, preachers, politicians, pedophiles in the pulpit. All right. Okay. Normally on the weekend, I think what we should do is just kind of catch up on what's been going on in the news. So what I'm going to ask people to do, and come on, brothers and sisters, let's just treat this with kid and handle this with kid gloves. Chapter 5, thanks. 16, I got you. 16, this is what I meant to run by you. See whether or not if we can do this. Let's just say during the course of the week, there's 3 or 4 different news things that hit the news that we want to discuss on the weekend. If y'all would text me 678-557-2919, text me the link and text me the story. Listen, a text would sound like this. Peace, Griff. My name is yada 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 whoop de whoop. Right? Here's the story for the weekend. Send me the link on YouTube or the article. Send the link, but you got to send me what the link is about. All right. Man does a backflip naked and lands in a hippopotamus's mouth. Yeah. Here's the link. Read the article, Griff, or go on YouTube. And then I can do the investigation, read it, watch the clips, do whatever, and then we go from there. If you just send me a link, trust me, I will not open it. There's viruses and all kind of stuff people are sending through the phone, through the email. I'm not going to open it. If I don't know what it's about and know who it's coming from, it will not get open. All right. Do everyone understand what I'm saying to you? Thank you, 16. It will not get open. Send me who you are. I need to know who you are, first of all. A lot of people call me and they just start talking. That is disrespectful. A lot of people call me in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. My phone is on, just do not disturb anyway, so I don't hear it. All right? If you're calling me 8, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, I'm not answering any of it, but that's disrespectful. All right? Call out a decent hour. All right? Send me relative text messages. Don't send me crazy stuff about, yeah, my elbows are ashy. Can you ask your wife, is there a herb I can take? No. Hell nah. We don't know that. Julius Caesar. Yeah, man. It's deeper than that, bro. They call all kind of times in a day and night. It's like, nah, man. I don't do that like that. When I get off of here, I'm sure y'all know I have a life. Right? This is part of my life, but nah, I don't do that. I really don't. All right. So I need some natural throat drops. Feel my throat? I hear it getting raspy. Like, yeah, sound like DMX in a minute. Honey and pomegranate with menthol and eucalyptus oil. Okay. I wish I had some pomegranate. I'm asking for Soleil to come on here so I can give the sisters this information. Sisters, ladies, just the sisters. All right. 21-day challenge that my wife is doing with Queen of Four, and I'm waiting for her to come back on to give me the information. It's almost over, but Soleil and Queen of Four are getting together to do a series of lectures across the country, and I am waiting to get that information. Anyway, pimps, preachers, politicians, pedophiles, and the pulpit. All right? Once y'all send me that text message, I'll be able to cover those 3 or 4 stories over the weekend. Tomorrow is the last day. All right? Okay. So what can they do for the last day? Can they put up one pose, one sacred movement? What can they do? Can they figure out what can they just get on the list? We don't have the date for the in-person event yet. All right. They don't have the date for the in-person event yet. Tomorrow is the last day. It was 21 days. All right. Join Soleil on IG. That's Miss Soleil, MRS-SOLE on IG. All right. They can go to my IG, Miss Soleil, for details on the online challenge. MRS-SOLE. All right. Anyway, the top of this chapter starts off with 2 Timothy 3:1-5. Know this also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power therein or thereof. From such turn away. 2 Timothy 3:1-5. How accurate and how true is that? He says, for men shall be lovers of themselves, of their own selves. Is that true? All right. I put it in my book for a reason. Is that true? Miss Sherry Griffin. How are you, niece? All right. It's always good to see family come on. How true is that? For men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, and disobedient to parents. All right. True said, very true. For many, it's true, very true. Okay. You can see the reflection of the selfishness. John Trey. All right. It says, false accusers, truce breakers, without natural affection. Do we have people without natural affection? Someone says, going on as we speak. What happened to the whole idea of naturally being connected to people? Tupac's son says, Suge Knight's son says, Tupac is back in the studio. Okay. I get crazy messages. They judge your pockets, not your character. Wow. Thanks, John Trey. So they judge you basically how much money you have and your ability and your willingness to spend your money on them. People lack empathy. 16 said people lack empathy. What is empathy? And why do people lack it? All right. Why don't people have natural affection? Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Why do they despise people that are good? Why do they despise people that are good? Social mafia killed connections. All right. Social media killed the real connection. Okay. I thought it said the social mafia. No real connections anymore. People are communicating with one another only by social media. They are programmed. Dark hates light because they are not, and that they're not good about it, blah, 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 blah. Okay. They killed Jesus, so they will kill you. Wow. Nick Sheen said they killed Jesus. We got to talk about that a little bit later on. All right. So in the book, we talk about pimps, preachers, politicians, pedophiles in the pulpit. And I have a picture of Creflo Dollar. I have a picture of Jakes. I have a picture of, what's the other one? Eddie Long. He says, if I feel like David against Goliath, but I got 5 rocks and I haven't thrown one yet. Yeah, I don't know. Well, because to me, personally speaking, if we're going to ever raise the vibrational pitch of our people's thinking into the mind of the creator, then I deem it necessary. I think it is necessary that we come up out of the book, out of the church, out of the mosque, out of the synagogue, out of these study groups in these places, and we go out into the streets and we galvanize our people so we can sit back down, so we can at least start discussing local politics, global politics, strategy. All right, we need to start talking about obtaining some of this land that we can call our own. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, I get it, but we have to be able to at least wrap our minds around these concepts that are holding people back, black people back for a long time. Some of these concepts and some of these things we keep espousing, they're not have moved black people forward. They haven't moved black people forward. So I'm not in the business of constantly regurgitating the same thing. We need a mental and spiritual and physical cleansing. Griff, the average Negro is scared of a weak white man. No, Nick Sheen, I think what we need to do is wrap our brain around the whole idea of the fact that they killed Jesus, so they'll kill us. So, yeah, we need to tackle that one first before we talk about any scared Negroes. Truly, I think any one of us that's on this platform within the sound of my voice will step up to the plate if you're confronted directly by opposition. It's just whether or not you have the tools to fight back. Sometimes it's not on the physical level. All right. So we need to understand that. So the whole idea of pedophiles operating among our people, in and out of organizations, in and out of the church, in and out of NAA and the SNCCs and the COREs and the conscious community and other communities. Do we have pedophiles in the music industry? Do we have pedophiles? All right. Do we have pimps? All right. In the pulpit. Do we have these people with this kind of mentality operating among our people? All right. And would someone like Wyclef want to step up to the plate and put his hand in and his bid in to participate in the politics of where he's from, and he end up getting shot in the hand? How does that work? How does that work? Then how do we neutralize the pimps and the pedophiles? See, y'all look at a pedophile and y'all look at him as being 10 times worse than a pimp. But pimps are worse than pedophiles. They're probably on the same level. But some of us are pimping others in different communities. Y'all say the conscious community and this kind of community and that kind of community. It's happening to black people, period. So I'm saying to y'all, how do we neutralize them? All right? How is that you turn around and you will fill an arena, all right, to go see, and I saw y'all do this. Y'all go see Jay-Z talk about big pimping. All right, and fill the arena and dance and sing to that song. But when cats actually do what Jay-Z says by going to go pimp some women, some black women, i.e. your sister, your girlfriend, your mom, and your auntie, and your cousin, then you get mad. You praise Jay-Z for big pimping, but yet you want to attack R. Kelly and other people. It almost seems like we praise the pimp because we too cowardly to protect young women, young black girls. All right? We have to learn how to identify them first. Barbara Shepard, we have identified them, sis. Sometimes they identify themselves. They let you know who they are. Big pimping, Mac so-and-so and so-and-so, they letting you know. They got the title built into their name and in the titles of their songs. All right? They have what they do built into what they are. Bantu said, wasn't no Jesus. False narrative. All right, Nick Sheen, you got to come up with something better than that, bro. Would you say that women have been wearing subjective clothing? Nick Sheen, let me tell you something, bro. I'm not coming at you, but it's interesting because how about in certain cultures, women wear relatively no clothes, but you still don't find them getting raped, Nick. Nick asked a question over here on IG, or he says, would you say that women have been wearing subjective clothing? Can you help me out, family? Can we answer, Nick? Soleil, can you help me out with this? Nick, there are people and there are civilizations and there are cultures, all right? When we go among our people, they wear, because it's hot in certain climates, a lot of women and men are at the beach, degrade the women, push the men, and men and women, and then control the masses. It's like, come on, man. When you say subjective clothing, what do you mean by that? And then is subjective clothing, is that like a pass to harass women, rape women, use women? So because they wear a certain kind of clothing. So Monique Hill said to Nick, if they're half naked, then don't touch them, don't bother them, don't speak to them, leave them alone. All right, no matter what a woman is wearing, she should never deserve to be violated. Exactly. And that's just the bottom line, Nick, and we understand it. She can be half naked if she doesn't invite you in advance. Hands off, fam. Why do you think, who do you think you are, Nick, when you put this out there like that, suggesting the fact that, but because she may have on a skirt that don't meet your requirements? He says, not at all. I have mothers and sisters, but we have to correct our sisters. What do you mean correct them? In what kind of way, Nick? Now, trust me, there is a certain kind of balancing out that we have to do. Even with what I put on, and as y'all know, when y'all see me indoors and outdoors, I'm at a damn hotel room with the heat on, and I'm covered from wrist to neck all the way down to my ankle. Yeah. But sometimes when I leave the house or I'm getting dressed in the morning, I'll ask my wife, how does this look? She says, nah, you can't wear that because, yeah, you got a hole in the collar or in the sleeve, or there's a tear under the arm or whatever. That's the check and balance. Sometimes she'll ask me, how does this look? And I'll give my honest opinion. End of the day, it's really up to her. All right? And even if she went out of the house, whatever she has on, that's no invitation for you and anybody else, Nick, to disrespect or violate my wife. All right? Okay. Pause due to poor connection. All right. That's IG over here. That's Nick. It got paused. Anyway, so if you are an internationally renowned rapper with millions of dollars and a wife by the name of Beyonce, would you probably be pretty happy with your artistic choices, right? But apparently Jay-Z regrets Big Pimpin', his 1999 monster hit, for its unfortunate lyrics and admission that retroactively spoils hundreds of spring breakers the nation over. When we put this kind of vibration and this spirit out there, all right, the creator and the universe responds to it. I should say the universe responds to it. Big Pimpin' may revisit Jay-Z via his daughters. Big Pimpin' may revisit some of these people that that are in the club every weekend, dancing to it. That's the mentality that we need to get rid of. That's condoning and taking advantage of women. Not good, Nick. You're absolutely correct. That comes from Pookie X. And Pookie don't play because he got an X. For real. All right. Is Griff in town? Where are you at, Chelsea Parker? And where are you at? All right. Nope, not yet. I left Detroit. I'm coming back to Detroit. I'll be in Detroit tomorrow night, and I'll be in Detroit on Tuesday. All right. I'll be in the DMV area on Saturday. All right. I think Baltimore on Saturday. Mr. Griff, there's no such thing as subjective clothing. Dale, you're late, bro. Go get a late pass. All right. All right. All right, on the next page, we talk about hustle and flow. We talk about members of Oscar-winning musical group 3 6 Mafia. Why is it that you think that they gave an Oscar to 3 6 Mafia? What does 3 6 Mafia talk about? All right. I love all forms of music because I listen to all forms of music. I am very critical about what I allow into my spirit and my soul. All right. R.I.P. Pimp C. Hashtag church. Okay. 3 6 Mafia. All right. Also, I go into Jermaine Dupri, the song he did with Jay-Z, Master P, and we go into Luke Skywalker, Skywalker Records. All right. These are all of the form. And then even back in the day, which was 08, 09, the information I was putting together, R. Kelly ended up in the book, even in my book. All right. Way back then. All right. So R. Kelly, sex tape is played in court. Judge nearly calls a mistrial after witness misspeaks. Judge has forbidden the use of the word investigation. All right. Those of y'all that have saw the 6-part series dealing with R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly, then yeah, very telling, very heart-wrenching, very in your face. Very brothers need to get together and kind of neutralize these kind of people and stop praising these people. Did you see R. Kelly in the club a week later? All right, celebrating his birthday. The latest news on that, I guess, is the manager / security guard turned himself in. All right, they opened an investigation in 2 different states, 2 different cities on R. Kelly. And yeah, I've heard R. Kelly's attorney and his lawyer say some stuff that just, wow. The whole entire construct is an industry of deception that God Almighty in the kingdom of heaven warned us that they will all be deceived by. Satan is real. Okay. Whether you approach this from a political perspective, an educational perspective, a cultural perspective, or a religious one, nonetheless, like minds must develop into serious minds, and we need to come together, all right, and do something about these particular things. It's not going to solve itself. If you are the one dancing in the club, the big pimping and songs like that, then you're part of the problem and not part of the solution. All right. If you purchased it, if you blasted in the car while you at a stoplight or a stop sign. All right. If you're a DJ and you played it 12 times a night, every other night, every gig that you were doing, then you're part of the problem. All right. Unheard interview with the late Pimp C reveals UGK never got published for big pimping. All right. Who wants to pray for the devil with me? This is Jack Black on MTV. Beyonce to Sasha Fierce, symbolic occult rebirth. How many people, I'm going to go out on the limb. Y'all know I don't normally use this term because I'm adamantly kind of opposed to how some people use it. But how many people, Elizabeth A. Daly, thank you very much, Elizabeth. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you. How many people truly understand the whole idea of symbolic occult rebirth? All right. These negative vibrational frequencies that go out. These negative vibrational frequencies that go out. How many people think that you can get the spirit of a particular song in you, or a particular vibration of a song in you, or whatever it is? All right. All right, Sherry, really appreciate you. This is Beyonce. She says, when I'm on stage, I'm aggressive and strong and not afraid of my sexuality. The tone of my voice gets different and I'm fearless. I'm just a different person. This is Beyonce battling with this character, Sasha Fierce, that's inside of her. All right. And I talked about this in my book because I talked about demonic possession in the music industry. All right. So it really, you know, you can get the spirit. All right. Some people in church call it catching the Holy Ghost. Well, what is the Holy Ghost? We move to a beat and a pulse every day. So a good drum will make us numb. All right, John Trey. If it'll make us numb, then can that same beat move us to an area where we are conscious, where we're doing something positive? Can that same beat do something positive for us? All right. I'm just asking the question. I'm just throwing it out there. Because if vibrations and spirit and music and beats can move us to ignore pedophiles, all right, then what else can it do for us? Come on now. Y'all seen the little thing that people are passing around about R. Kelly. As soon as R. Kelly come on, y'all forget everything negative this man has ever done to little girls. Because y'all get caught up in the music. All right? Alter ego demons. Carbon is melanin. I believe it's so saturated with filth. He says, nah, he like boys. Okay, well, anyway. So, yeah. So, we have to understand this and exactly how it works. We can't get to the point where, but because a good song come on, all right? But because a good song come on, we forget what's actually going on in the world that we have to live in. Because sooner or later, we're going to be forced to protect ourselves. We're going to be forced to protect the spirit of our children. This is why I don't allow my spirit to get caught up in these songs. Some of y'all might say, oh, it's all right. I like the music and blah, 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 blah. Good. Y'all do that for yourself. Leave me out of it. Plain and simple. And I'm being very hardcore about that. All right? Leave me out of it. Y'all go listen to it. I'm not lending my spirit and my energy. It says, man, I must reevaluate everything that I've been studied. Yeah, we must pepper peace. How you feel? I think the music is the most powerful art form. Movies and other. Yeah, this is why a lot we get moved by what we see in the movies, because they have music behind it. And I think the music moves us and it gets us in it. It serves to put us in a certain mode and mood, all right, to carry the message across to the spirit, all right? R. Kelly is a product of the system, all right? So we have to understand this particular dynamic as we continue to scroll through the psychological covert war on hip-hop. By now, everyone should have donated $5 to get the ebook. Come on, y'all. Y'all should have done that already. All right. Let me see. There's no way a Mason could watch this performance without recalling his initiation into the first degree. Here's the description. All right. It talks about Pink's Masonic initiation. And a lot of people are performing Masonic rituals. All right. Funked up. Peace. What's good, man? A lot of people in the industry are performing these rituals that are going on as we speak. If you don't know what the ritual look like, it's hard for you to even detect what the ritual is. All right. Then Taylor Swift goes through her initiation. All right, and you can see that. Yahshua Run 777. Peace. Salute. Salute. Give thanks. Taylor Swift goes through her initiation. Pink goes through her initiation. Nicki Minaj whips out a dildo on stage. So these are the kind of things that we use to entertain one another. Oprah Winfrey show, where a lot of times these people are introduced, and someone said to me some time ago, Oprah Winfrey is one of those shows where that's the gateway. All right. Once you get past that portal, the world of entertainment is opened up to you. All right. Okay, if you want to order this book, someone just sent me a message. If you want to order this book, you can go to www.professorgriff.me and order the book. Please remember to add in the tax. All right, add in the tax. It should be there on the site though. All right. Anyway, I went through that short chapter. That's the end of the chapter. It's only about 8 pages or so. The next chapter is the 6th degree, which is hood treason, the pacifier antidote. Sold out at 10% off, certified Uncle Tom's. All right. The hip hop 10 commandments. So we have to understand something. Shout out to Wise Intelligent. Shout out to Philip A. Muhammad for the book Willie Lynch's Newest Slave, the Hip Hop Nation. All right. So at the bottom, I have a quote that says, brainwashing is a system of befogging the brain so a person can be seduced into acceptance of what otherwise would be adherent to him. He loses touch with reality. Facts and fantasy whirl around and change places. However, in the order to prevent people from recognizing the inherent evils in the brainwashing, the Reds, communists, pretend that it's only another name for something already very familiar and of unquestioned respect, such as education or education reform. You see, they hide these terms under titles, under education reform, under different titles. So we have to understand that they hide it under propaganda. All right. I'm still trying to get IG back. I don't know what happened. So let's understand that, and this is very real. All right. So once we recognize what it is, then we can recognize, when we see it, then we'll know exactly what we're looking at, and then we'll know how to deal with it. All right. We'll know how to deal with it. So yeah, hold on for a second. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. So it says the talent of the hip hop artist has the potential to carry a message and information that could bring about the redistribution of power on a global scale. Those who operate from a higher level of power consciousness are aware of this. Those that characterize themselves as rap artists generally seem to be ignorant of this particular fact. Philip A. Muhammad put that in his book. Why did Russia and China ban hip hop? Help me out, y'all. Can someone pull the article up and give me some tidbits on why? Why did Russia and China ban hip hop? All right. Help me out. You have still some kind of hope for Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Okay. No, I understand what you're saying. I said that about a couple of crackheads in my family. All right. Never want to give up on them, but you just got to be real. You have to be real and say to yourself, okay, yeah, sometimes, I got faith in some fat, chubby women that's in my family. All right. But if they don't sit down and pay attention to instruction on what to do with their living instead of their diet, then okay, we start to lose faith in them, right or wrong. So come on, y'all. You saw the last Cardi B video? Whoever made that statement on YouTube, you saw the last Cardi B video. What was it about? Yeah. Great. F.I. Buster, give thanks. Peace, man. Really appreciate you. All right. Some say twerking is a African thing, but you're doing it in a different context when you do it here in America. At some club, 2:30 in the morning. Having a couple of cats throw a couple of dollars at you. Great filibuster. Thanks, man. Thanks for spelling that out, man. Because, yeah, these old eyes. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Great filibuster. All right. So let's understand this particular dynamic. We're talking about hood trees and the pacifier antidote sold out at 10% off. Certified Uncle Tom's and the hip hop 10 commandments. All right. In this chapter, I go into the whole idea of how we should approach correcting the problem. The book is solution based. All right. All right, y'all ready? Should we hold off on the hip hop 10 commandments and do it tomorrow? Or y'all want to do it right now? All right, y'all let me know. Hold on. Y'all let me know. Hip hop 10 commandments. Let me know. I'm trying to get back on IG. Soldier said now. Soul brother number 1 said now. 16 said now. Now. All right. Even if I can't get back up on IG, we just got to rock with it, roll with it, lean with it. All right. Hip hop's 10 commandments. All right. Let's follow along real clear and real quick. All right. We're only on 2 platforms right now, Facebook and YouTube. All right. All right, thou must diss black women. All right, these are the hip hop unspoken 10 commandments. I forgot the sister's name that passed this along to me. I'm gonna find her name out in a minute. Thou must diss black women. You are allowed to distinguish between bitches, hoes, and real sisters. Only during interviews when you're asked to clarify your statements. You must talk about beating a woman up at least once on your CD or your demo. On at least 4 songs or more, or 5 singles on your demo. You must talk about having rough and unprotected sex with at least 4 or 5 women. How true is this? This is hip hop's 10 unspoken 10 commandments. All right. Thou must diss black women. New Earth Sun says negative nonsense. How many people have came out that have actually adhered to this particular commandment? Come on, y'all. Come on, talk to me. How many artists that you know have actually adhered to this particular commandment? Name some artists. All right. You are allowed to distinguish between bitches, hoes, and real sisters only during interviews. But on your songs, you got to call them whatever you feel like they deserve to be called. This is what it says. All right. Through the 90s, we had every artist that come out, basically, disrespect black women. In 1810, Saatchi Bartman was brought to Europe from South Africa to be displayed as a sexual freak. An example of inferiority of a black woman, Bartman, who became known as a Hottentot Venus, was brought to Europe from Cape Town in 1810 by English ship's surgeon who wished to have people view her publicly. All right. Come on now, we're still on commandment 1. Dr. Dre slapped the lady. Snoop. All right, Tupac. Weezy, J. Cole, Wale, Jay-Z. I don't know. Chelsea Parker, help me out. When did X-Clan do that? What song? All right. That drama that Dre had with D. Bonds. NWA, Rick Ross, Luke, Too Short, Future, R.I.P. R. Kelly. Okay. So what artists adhere to that commandment? Come on, y'all, help me out. Officer Pig Ross, Drake, The Game, Spice One. All right. I don't know any songs by Spice One and The Game that, because maybe I really never heard a song. Y'all help me out. Missy Elliott, Chris Brown. Show me, give me some Missy Elliott songs that did that, or some Chris Brown songs. Okay, X-Clan did not. Somebody said Common is cool. Wheezy. Dale Dixon, stop, bro. You killing me. We only on commandment number 1. Chris Brown never hit a woman. That was fake news. Are you serious? The biggest, are you serious? Did not the whole drama between him and Rihanna play out in front of the world? I don't understand when you said that, whoever said that. All right, we're talking about commandment number 1. Maybe y'all got it wrong. Listen, wow, an hour is up already. Well, we're going to have to take another hour if y'all can hang out. Can y'all hang out for a second? Can y'all hang out for a second? Give me the thumbs up. Let me know. Yeah, okay, cool. The first commandment is thou must diss black women. You are allowed to distinguish between bitches and hoes and real sisters. Only during interviews when asked to clarify your statements. When you must talk about beating a woman up at least once on your CD or your demo. All right? How many artists and how many songs have talked about smacking a woman, checking a woman, beating a woman, keeping a bee in her place, and all this other kind of stuff? All right? And then how many of us listen to these songs and these young people go, hell, I ain't even say young people, people in general carry these things out in real life? All right? Don, a.k.a. the Don, MJP, peace. As always, thanks, brother. Really appreciate that. I have to be extra nice to my hubby for keeping the, okay. Too many. Like I said, Griff, 90% of the artists that came out. All right? Commandment number 2, thou must kill. You must lyrically take the life of at least one black person in order to secure a hit. All right? The law does not promote the physical killing of another person. However, it is against the law to associate another person on a record, to assassinate another person on record. You must only talk about killing your own kind. However, or other cultures may sue you for inciting riots and violence. You can only kill your other kind on your songs. How true is that? Commandment number 2. This is commandment number 2. Commandment number 2. How many have actually heard songs where we actually had to kill, they killed somebody on wax? Murder on wax. Huh? Murder on wax. Come on, y'all. Help me out. Gangster rap. So the whole subgenre of gangster rap did this? Bootsy. Lil Bootsy. 21 Savage. Spice One. What about Willie D? Somebody help me out. Seems that way. We're on commandment number 2. Y'all kill me on Facebook. I don't even hear from y'all. Natural born killers. LaShawn Thomas, thank you very much, LaShawn. LaShawn on deck as always. But how many times have y'all danced to these songs? How many times have y'all blasted them in your whip, in your ride? John Trey, come on, man. You're a trucker, right? You drive across country. Aisha Ross said Lil Wayne. How many times y'all blasted these songs, danced to these songs? All right? What are the commandments? They're the 10, the unspoken commandments of hip hop. You can get them if you get this book. They're on page 179, right here in the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right? The 10 unspoken commandments, all right? Hip hop's unspoken 10 commandments. All right, help me out, y'all. Come on. I said I'm gonna stay on another hour. I ain't gotta be nowhere till 8 o'clock in the morning, so come on. I might pull a Nyla Says. All right. Thou must kill. Second commandment. You must kill a black person. All right? On your songs. You have to. You have to kill somebody black that look like you on your songs. All right? You're not official. You're not thorough if you don't. All right? This is what they say. You must only talk about killing your own kind. However, or for other cultures, Make sure you don't do this because you'll get accused of exciting a riot or racial violence. You must express pleasure in killing your own kind. All right? Ice-T, even Nas. Why are y'all saying this? Give me a Nas song, all right, or Ice-T song that have done this. It says when the powers got a hold of hip-hop, they changed the dynamic. All right? Some of these artists that y'all are mentioning, I kind of came up with. I haven't heard every song on every album. That's why I'm asking y'all. I want to hear Who Shot You? Eminem, okay? G-Rap is my favorite. Cop Killer, Body Count. All right? Colors. Nas, Accident Murder. Okay? The Ether. Who Shot You? All right? The Ether. All right? Y'all are educating me. Okay, I got y'all. Third commandment. I know I'm running through these kind of quick because each commandment has a paragraph to them. Back on the second one, though, it says the consumer must always be left with a feeling that taking a person's life lyrically was justified. Is that true on these songs? BDP, 9mm, goes bang. All right, 6 in the morning, Ice-T. All right, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Love's Gonna Get You, Biggie Smalls. All right, Great Filibuster. Peace out, fam. Love your work. Give thanks. Peace. Young Jeezy, Mobb Deep. All right, is that true though? Most of the lyrical murders must be done by guns. However, creatively, always for poisoning, stabbing, beating, stomping, and suffocating their victims. So black people do this. Where did black people get this from? This whole idea of killing somebody, killing someone on wax, on record. All right? Where did this whole dynamic come from? Come on, talk to me, y'all. Even Busta Rhymes became a killer once 50 Cent came out. All right? If you're battling, yeah, you would use competitive lyrics. If you're battling, you use competitive lyrics. I can understand that. All right? Commandment number 3. All right? Are we finished with number 2? Because y'all are killing me, man. Y'all giving me these answers, and I'm like, all right. Hold on. I'm trying to get back on IG. Commandment number 3. Thou must covet. Thou must talk about lusting after things that don't belong to you. How true is that? Help me out, y'all. These commandments are deep. Robin Miller. Yeah, they are, and we're only on number 3. We just came out of number 2. We're on number 3. All right, commandment number 3. Thou must covet. All right, thou must talk about lusting after things that don't belong to you. You must have an unusual craving for things that do not belong to you. Your desire must be so strong that you unwillingly uphold the second commandment. This law does not advocate you physically going after the material possessions of someone in your community, but keeping this commandment. You vow never to promote a strong work ethic in your music or to speak against greed, lust, impulsive behavior. In fact, you now believe greed is healthy. You worship money. Money is everything. Material is everything. Money over clothes. Money over hoes. All right. Money, hoes, and clothes. This is what it says. This is what it is. Money, hoes, and clothes is all a nigga knows. You know right now are living by this. Help me out, y'all. I'm trying to get back on IG as we speak. Bragging about what they have, cars, jewelry, money. How many times have you seen the ignorant Negro flashing money on social media? Help me out. Who are some of these artists? And the new thing I started seeing was really holding 10 stacks to your ear like the money phone. Help me out. Bragging about how much money you have. I hate to leave IG out of the conversation. Everybody on IG. I'm trying to get back on, but it's not letting me. I know them, but don't associate myself with them. Somebody says Soulja Boy. Somebody says Lil Pump. Cardi B. It let me back on IG. All right. It let me back on IG, so I guess we good. Yeah, we've been on IG for a minute. Holding money to your ear. All right. Yup. Floyd Mayweather. Plied. And Floyd Mayweather is not even a rapper. Kurt Franklin. Nah, you got it crazy. Kurt Franklin didn't do that. Busta Rhymes did it on Give Me Some. Okay. Jay-Z. If you're just coming back on IG. All right. Jesse Jess. I don't know what happened. They cut me off on IG. I told you if they cut me off on IG and Facebook, y'all got to go over to YouTube. All right, it's www.youtube.com/Sirius Mindz. Sugar Fly was good. Sugar Fly 12. How many rappers? We doing the 10 commandments of hip hop, the unspoken. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hip hop's unspoken 10 commandments. In my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right, page 179. All right, we're on the 3rd commandment. The 1st commandment is thou must diss black women. 2nd commandment, thou must kill. You must lyrically take the life of at least one black person on your song, on your album. Commandment number 3, thou must cover it. Thou must talk about lusting after things that don't belong to you. We were talking about how many artists are guilty of this. How many artists have the money phone on their ear? How many artists literally put the spirit in other people that look up to the artist, the idea of going out robbing somebody and killing somebody. All right? How many movies have came out with these kind of themes? How many videos have came out? Can y'all name me a few? He says, money says money is the new God. The biggest reason said money is the new God today. All right? People worship money. This is who these people are. The movie Paid in Full. All right? Paid in Full. It goes back to Curtis Blow when he was signing the contract. It was the covert war. Okay? The only rap group that doesn't have these foolishness was PE. Somebody said, but you can't excuse Flavor Flav's behavior. Belly. We got 2 movies, Belly and Paid in Full. All right. What's the other movies? Set It Off. Juice. Set It Off. Juice. Paid in Full. Come on now. Help me out. Hustle and Flow. Sugar Hill. New Jack City, Empire, Dead Presidents. All right? So with Boys in the Hood. So if the movies are pushing it, Minister Society, if the movies are pushing this, if the songs are pushing this, if it's in the language in the commercials with the clothes, all right? How do we escape it? What do we do about it? All right, we're talking about commandment number 3. Thou must cover it. Thou must talk about lusting after things that don't belong to you. All right? So it's there in the movies. It's there in the songs. All right? How many of us have been a victim to this? It's in the movie Scarface. And a lot of rappers reference the movie Scarface. All right? A lot of us have fell victim to this. The 90s was jam-packed, man, with these kind of songs. King Simon Productions. Peace. King Simon, what's good with you? All right. In Too Deep. Casino. All right. Commandment number 4. Thou must have a lot of sex. You must have no fewer than 3 songs dealing with sex to promote sexual intercourse on your album with one or a group of individuals. You cannot express a deep sense of love or marriage. That's against the law. You cannot express love or marriage or any of these things on your songs. You got to promote the idea that you have a lot of sex on your song. You have to treat women like they're not worth anything. Abuse women. All right? You have a string of women. All right? This has to be promoted. This is the lifestyle that has to be promoted. But you don't want anyone disrespecting your mama, your sister, your cousin, your niece, or your daughter. But you put this in your songs and you push this and you promote this. All right? Where is this written? Leo's, hold on. Leo's Loyal Tribe. Leo's Loyal Tribe. This is written in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. This is hip hop's unspoken 10 commandments on page 179. You can get the book. Just donate $5 to Professor Griff. I'll send you the ebook. If you want to donate $1 million, I'll take that too. All right. But for right now, I know a lot of us are strapped for cash, and I know we need the information. So you can read it for yourself, and you can have the 10 commandments. All right. It's in this book, Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right. Print it out, photocopy it, do whatever the hell you got to do. Put it on the refrigerator, put it in your son and daughter's room, put it up in the studio, brothers, so we can understand this particular dynamic that Aisha wrote. It's page 181. All right. It's one in the book is 179 all the way through 185. All right. The hip hop's unspoken 10 commandments. All right. You have to have a lot of sex. All right. Every other day, every week with different women, regardless of who it is. All right. And this is over in the R&B world also. This is in the film industry. Yeah. You have to have a lot of sex. You cannot express deep sense of love. All right. You can't do that. You can't marry anybody. If you do, you got to treat them like shit, and you have to have a string of chicks all over the country. All right. This is one of the commandments. The fourth commandment. All right. Can't be dedicated to anyone. You can only talk about sex in its purest and rawest terms. Do not use make love or provide pleasure or procreate. You can't talk about marrying anyone. You can't talk about loving the individual. You can only, however, discuss the use of contraceptives, but only if you're referring to a sexual intercourse with a hoe. You can only talk about condoms when it talks about having sex with a hoe. You can't talk about condoms any other time, only with hoes. This is our music. This is the music that we listen to. This is the music that we play, and we think children are not listening to this. See, it gets real ugly when someone reads it like this, and you're a parent right now. And some of y'all today played music that your children should not be listening to. Some of y'all were teenagers having children, having your children listening to this garbage. And you wonder now what's wrong with your child. You know damn well what's wrong with your child, you. And the music that you let them listen to. I'm not trying to sound like somebody's old ass granddad, but this is real. King Khalid, peace. That was good. So that's commandment number 4. All right. You must always talk about flirting, being intimate. All right. Not love. It says it says, see commandments. It says, if you are under 16, you may substitute sex with flirting and fantasies about being intimate with your teacher, neighbor, child, or another rapper. All right. You must be creative in your graphic detail of sexual intercourse, so to leave nothing to the imagination. So in these songs, you must leave nothing to the imagination. In my 20, and I respect every word you are saying. Keep going. All right. Leo's Loyal Tribe. So I take it that you're a Leo. All right. Click here to support Griff's film, The Oculist Inc. Thank you very much, Layla Smith. Really appreciate that. Layla Smith on it. All right. We have to understand that this is the psychological covert war on hip hop. Psychological, psyche, meaning the soul, not the mind. Ology is the study of the soul. Covert meaning hidden. War on higher infinite power healing our people. Higher infinite power healing our people. This is the Illuminati's takeover of hip hop. All right. You can't show natural affection towards women when it comes to these commandments in these hip hop and these rap songs, not hip hop, rap songs. You can't do that. It's against the law, according to the commandments, not Griff, according to the commandments. You must never show women respect. You must always beat them up, beat them down, trample on them, use them, have sex with them, dispose of them, get another one, have another one next week, have one come in town this week, have one in the stash, one in the hotel. R. Kelly. You must have the abundance of women that you can choose from. All right. Not knowing who's giving you what disease. All right. Sexually transmitted diseases are not the only thing that you can get from having 8, 9 women in a month. Yep. Excuse me? I hear what y'all saying. You can catch a spiritual disease. All right. Commandment number 5. Commandment number 5. We need to revise those commandments. Hassan Burton, you're absolutely correct. We need to revise these. We need to come up with commandments that are opposed to this. All right. How about the spoken, positive, conscious 10 commandments of hip hop? Can we do that on the next show? Can we do that on the next show? So, if you're still watching, can we do that on the next show? 16, can we do that? John Trey, B-Son, can we do that? We need to come up with 10 positive things, positive commandments. All right, see what y'all can come up with. I'm going to let y'all write it. All right. What's today? 2 days from now, let's do it. All right. Commandment number 5. Thou must celebrate drug culture. Thou must condone and identify with the proliferation of drugs in the black community. You should create endearing lyrical expression to identify various narcotics and mind-altering substances. Though you are not personally distributing or purchasing illegal substances, you may allude to it lyrically. You got to bring in bricks and bags and truckloads and plane loads. You got to make songs about doing drugs. You got to be on your video doing drugs and selling drugs. All right? This is one of the commandments. You can't make a song talking about don't do drugs. Stop doing drugs. You can't do that in rap. All right? In the commandments, you have to adhere to the commandments in order to be successful in the music industry. Tell me I'm lying. That's the next show. We're going to come up with the commandments on the next show. All right? Not the next show, but two shows from now. 2 days, not tomorrow night, but the next night. What is trap music, though, the underground press? If it's trap music, what is it trapping you into? All right? If you spitting 16 bars, is 16 lyrical bars locking you and trapping you behind 16 physical bars? Help me out, y'all. Come on, talk to me. Somebody said, what the F is trap music anyway? Trap music is a trap. All right? It sounded like a Whitney Houston line. Trap is crap. All right, Miranda, Sean, I got you. Bars is jail. All right, but people got bars. They spitting bars. Bars over everything. They hook you in with the hook and then trap you with the bars. All right, it's a spiritual trap. Sugar Fly 12 said. All right, psychological bars, Aisha Ross said. All right, It's a mind trap. All right, Jabari Yahoo. No good for the spirit. You think this is because women don't feel like they're worth anything in the music industry? With the first commandment is thou must diss black women. You think this is the reason why so many women getting butt injections and big, huge butts and all this kind of stuff to get some attention? Because they want to be recognized and they want to be seen, especially with social media? Help me out. If not, why? Why? And if drugs are the thing everyone has to put in every song, every other song, and you have to have sex with every song, then it might produce these kind of women that make you see them and wanting and desire them only to have sex with them. Someone says women can't get angry if they're displaying themselves on social media and then someone approaches them that way. What do y'all think about that? All right. Lack of self-love. They taught us to hate ourselves. So spitting bars and saying nothing, Queen _Tanya 10, you right. Talking loud and ain't saying nothing. All right. So these commandments now have taken the place. All right. Layla Smith, the buyblackmovement.com. Buy Black, www.buyblackmovement.com. Go check it out. Low self-esteem. And they play on these women with low self-esteem. So much so to the point where women got to get gigantic boobs and breast implants and big butts and all this kind of stuff because attention is the new currency. How many people can wrap their minds around that? Attention is the new currency. Is attention the new currency? I see women twisting their bodies up on IG and social media to get the perfect picture. All right? You don't communicate with no one outside of your cell phone. And then when someone try to contact you and hit you up on your DM, you get mad and upset. Wow. Attention is the new currency. Aaliyah walked this planet as flat as a sheet of paper. She was one of the most beautiful creations to walk this planet. Give thanks. Yes, indeed. Your beauty is not only physical, all right? Some cases at the end of the day, the person's inner beauty will show. And the substance of the person will show, not only women, but men. Look at all the things of men that are doing to get attention. It's not only women. All right? All right, where were we at? That was commandment number 5. Commandment number 6. Thou must rarely talk about God and spirituality. Thou must block. Boy, what's popping, man? What's good? Thou must rarely talk about God and spirituality. You must lyrically condone atheism and false belief systems that negates the existence of a higher being. All right, that's commandment number 6. You must never talk about God. Never talk about spirituality. Never talk about the higher essence of things. All right, you must lyrically condone atheism. All right, thou shalt not talk about life after death as it relates to spirituality. All right, thou must condemn the voodoo, condemn spiritual practices from black people, African people. All right, what song did Kendrick Lamar make that you're talking about over here on Travis Scott? Kendrick Lamar. What songs are y'all talking about? All right. Kelly Johnson said, I love me some God. Then you must love yourself. All right. If we don't see God in the self, then there's a problem. Kendrick talked about Yahweh and niggas want to kill him. Wow. Wow. Papa Africa. Why is that, Papa Africa? Talk to me, bro. Professor Griff got your book, Analytics. Good book. Oh, give thanks, man. All right. SC Lamar. Come on, talk to me, y'all. How do you feel about being spiritual? Professor Griff, how do I feel about it? It's way beyond a feeling. It's what it is. All right? Spiritual beings. We're spiritual beings having a human existence. All right? Travis Scott. Okay. Salutations, Professor Griff. Give thanks. That girl is life. Peace. All right, come on, help me out, y'all. Commandment number 6. Thou must rarely talk about God and spirituality. The consumer fan base must identify with your lack of spiritual grounding by believing that the only gods are sex and money. Help me out, yo. How true is that? Your consumer base, all right, must identify with your lack of spirituality, spiritual grounding by believing the only gods are sex and money. I'm sure y'all, I know y'all don't believe that, right or wrong, that the only God is sex and money. But this is what some of these rappers want y'all to believe. Like I said earlier, the theme back in the 90s was money, hoes, and clothes is all a nigga know. How different is it today? What are some of those songs that are out today? All right. I'm here to get rid of the STDs, spiritually transmitted demons in hip hop. Higher infinite power healing our people. I have an album called Soul Warrior. Check me out. K_LI on the artist. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Higher infinite power healing our people. All right. Higher infinite power healing our people. Dr. Carla Miller. That's a long, but it gave us the link to Kendrick Lamar's song. All right. Where it speaks about he's a Hebrew. Assalamu alaikum, Tommy Muhammad. Come on, y'all, help me out, man. Help me out. We're reading the unspoken 10 commandments of hip hop in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. If you want the book, physical copy of the book, hit me up, www.professorgriff.me. That's professorgriff.me. If you want the ebook, email me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. 16, can you put that up on YouTube? Email me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. All right. If you want the ebook, I think I got a few minutes to send some out tonight. Just get a donation, whatever it is. Captain Crunch, coupons, food stamps, whatever it is. We like some greenbacks, some money, so we can support the platform here. All right. If y'all on IG or Facebook, y'all can go to my Cash app. All right. $ Professor Griff. And of course, send me an email if you do that. seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com, so I'll know it's coming from you. And I'll have your email address so I can send you the book. All right. If you want the book. All right. All right. Let's get through this so we can get out of here. Commandment number 7. Thou must promote capitalism. On no fewer than 4 singles or demos that you record, you must talk about money as if it were a living, breathing thing. All right. Those of y'all that cannot do without it, carrying bags of it around with you. Thanks, LaShawn Thomas. Really appreciate that. Carrying bags of it around with you, displaying it on social media, flaunting it, making it rain or drizzle or whatever in the club. And this is your thing and this is what you do. All right? You must promote this on your songs. This is what the commandments said. This is hip hop's unspoken 10 commandments. All right? I need that book. I got you. Email me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Shoot a donation to to $ Professor Griff on your Cash app. All right? Give me your email address. I'll send you the book tonight. All right? Come on, y'all. seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Come on, y'all. Talk to me. All right? Thou must promote capitalism. What is capitalism? All right? Since we hear about money so much and money is the driving force to these things, it fuels strip clubs every weekend. All right? It fuels the strip club every single weekend. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Does it fuel the strip club every single weekend? Do strippers that dance to these songs, all right, get men in the mood, all right, to give them all kind of tips in the VIP section, in the other section, and whatever else sections they got? I don't know what goes on in a strip club. All right. Yeah, we had to get some juice on. All right, Nick is back, y'all. We didn't choose to come to Babylon, so of course we're gonna partake in evil. Nick, we have to have a conference, Nick, because I don't know where Nick be getting this stuff from over here. Help me out, K Rhino. That's my dude. What's up, K Reno rather? That's my dude from Houston, right? Same dude. K Reno be bringing it, man. For real. Anybody know K Reno's number? Can you text him? Tell him I need to talk to him. My number is 678-557-2919. All right. So people lives revolve around getting money. All right. Revolves around getting money. I'm saying to y'all, have money and wealth become your God. If that's the case, yeah, we have some reassessing to do. We got to go over some things. We got to talk. Money should not be your God. All right. Money should not be your God. And yo, Griff, did you hear anything about Homeland Security putting out the post? Blah, 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 blah. Space Ghost. Come on, bro. We talking about the 10 Commandments of hip hop from my book. All right. That's the conversation we need to have some other time. Whoa, that was interesting. All right. All right, cool. All right, so let's go through these. Let's just finish this. We're on 7. Number 8. All right, now wait a minute. On page 183, under the 7th commandment, I did mention some artists who had songs out. Here are the 10 albums featured by Rhapsody as the best representation of coke rap genre. Just coke, like coke, as in cocaine. All right. This is just a list that they came up with, not Professor Griff. All right. Cameron, Purple Haze, The Clips, Hell Hath No Fury, Ice Cube, Death Certificate, Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, Killer Mike, I Pledge Allegiance to the Grind. 2, Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, Rick Ross, Port of Miami, Scarface, Greatest Hits, T.I., Trap Music. Commandment number 8, thou cannot and have a sense of history. Thou cannot have a sense of history. You cannot have a sense of history. You cannot know your history. Dre the Chronic. Thank you, intellectual warrior. Dre the Chronic. All right. Trap or Die. Young Jeezy. Some people are putting some other songs and artists up. All right. The 90s was critical, man. The 90s remind me of the 70s. What do y'all think? The 90s remind me of the 70s. Commandment number 8, thou cannot have a sense of history. Never ever refer to a historical event that may cause the consumer to think about his or her relationship to history. Your role is to entertain, not educate. That is commandment number 8. What do y'all think about that? Come on now. Can't talk about history. What groups dare to talk about history? Razzcast? Y'all remember Razzcast? Shout out to Razzcast. Y'all remember Razzcast? Y'all remember KRS-One? Y'all remember Public Enemy? You remember Queen Latifah? You remember Brand Nubians, Poor Righteous Teachers, Wise Intelligent, groups that talked about history? Come on, y'all, help me out. Victory 537, what up? What's good? Oh, what's up? Salazar the Great, what's up? X-Clan, you're right. X-Clan talked about the elements. They tapped into that earth, wind, and fire vibe, right? What other groups talked about history? Public Enemy, Tribe Called Quest, The Last Poets, The God Rakim, Just Ice. All right? Come on now. We talking about Bumpy Knuckles. What's up, my man? Bumpy Knuckles. What's good? Paris, the Cool from the West Coast. All right. What other groups talked about history? Because this commandment says, "Thou shalt not talk about history." All right. These are the unspoken 10 commandments. Nas talked about history. Freddie Fox, Diggable Planets, Black Star, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, BDP, Brand Nubians, MC Light, Talib Kweli. All right. Lord Finesse, Gangstar, my man Immortal Technique. I wish I had an applause button right here. I'd press it. Immortal Technique, Tupac, the Wu-Tang Clan. All right. What are those groups that talked about history in some of their songs? The Roots, Common, Master Killer, X-Clan. All right. Lakim Shabazz. I wish I had the applause button. Lakim Shabazz, of course. All right. I'm back. So let me ask, in your outlook, what other ways the blacks hate each other at the core? All right. Self-hatred. They taught us to hate ourselves. All right. Gil Scott Heron, Ice Cube. Someone said Professor Griff. All right. So if hip hop is our baby, why did we put it up for an abortion? Whoo! Prince Amir asked that question. Why did we put hip hop up for an abortion? For adoption. Why did we abort hip hop? Why did we get Sister Soldier talked about history? Bob Marley and the Wailers. All right, Razzcast. I said Razzcast. I'm gonna press that button again. Razzcast. Arrested Development. Public Enemy. All right. Gil Scott Heron, of course. I'm glad we're mentioning some of these artists because some people never heard of some of these artists. That will let people know to go back and study some of these. King's Son. I want to press that button again. All right. Goody Mob. That's right. Goody Mo B. All right. All right. Who else? All right. So next commandment. Thou must not advocate. Thou art prohibited from advocating anything of social redeeming value. Your lyrics must reflect the detachment from social, political, and economic reality of your community. You must show this detachment. Shout out number 11, Wendy Boggs. What's good with you? You must demonstrate in your lyrics this detachment, all right, from anything that can promote dead prayers. That's right. I want to press that button again. Dead prayers. My man Killer Priest, of course. PRT, Poor Righteous Teachers. You must show the detachment for anything political or educational. All right. Your lyrics can occasionally ridicule people who march, protest, and advocate social causes. The consumer should never assume that thou read newspapers, magazines, or books. It says the consumer should never assume that thou read newspapers, magazines, or books. You cannot let your audience know that you read. All right? Jeru the Damager, Sons of Man, Air Likes, Prodigy from Mobb Deep. I just say Mobb Deep, period. All right? Ghetto Boys, Point of No Return. All right? So there's a lot of people out there. Brother J, Dark Sun Riders. All right? So you can't advocate that. You can't make the audience know that you read, because your audience may start reading, right or wrong. You must appear as dumb and as ignorant. Somebody says Ciroc. Somebody says Soleil. Tim Dog, R.I.P. Def Jeff, Black Alicious, Tragedy Gaddafi, MC8, Jeru the Damager. There's been a lot of, I'm glad we're calling the roll because there's been a lot of positive songs out there. I got to press the button again. Now, Ruby Selah, Black Dot. All right, my man Black Dot. David Banner. 3 times dope, LaShawn Tyler. 3 times dope, man. I listen to 3 times dope. I know people are like, damn, Griff, for real? K Reno from Houston. All right. Chill Rob G. Willie D. All right. Badu. E Badu. All right. I hear you. But my thing is, do y'all listen to these songs though? Are they in your playlist? Go to your phones right now. Check your playlist on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. All right. Are these songs y'all really listening to, or y'all just talking? Lauryn Hill. How can we forget Lauryn Hill? I'm not for Leo's Loyal Tribe. I'm not familiar with that artist. Emil Kahala, Whitehead Quarrels. I'm not familiar with that. But let's be honest with one another. We mentioned all these groups. Are these the group? J Electronica. Got you. The Witch Doctor. Okay. Let's press the button again. But are these the groups and songs that we're listening to? We saying them now. But come on, y'all. Come on. We only got a few minutes left. I got to get through this. You can never participate in interviews, discussions, or relevant social issues. All right? You can never participate. This is what the commandment says. If you're going to be a social, if you're going to be an artist, Big Rube. That's right. Big Rube. And AZ. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Chub Rock. Shout out to my man Chub Rock. All right? Black Moon. You can't do interviews. Thou art not responsible for the behavior encouraged by your music, because thou art not responsible for marketing and sales in minor, unstable individuals. If you're promoting this music and unstable individuals or mentally ill people hear your music, you're not responsible for their death or their health and their welfare. This is what the commandments are saying. Come on, y'all. My son, right? My son. Shout out to my son, Gangstar, of course. All right. Once upon a time, Kanye West, yeah. Once upon a time. Awesome 2 in the Supreme Team. That's right. Yep. All right. The last commandment, thou must promote all things ghetto. It's the last commandment for a few minutes we have left. We have 10 minutes, y'all. Thou must promote all things ghetto. Did y'all see the fight last night? Did y'all see the fight? Come on, talk to me. Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. Jada Kiss. Somebody said a group called Divine. Dang, that's Soleil and Sharia's old group, Divine. All right, Organized Confusion. Did y'all see who saw the fight last night? Come on, y'all help me out. Because this whole idea, Kenyatta Zuberi, thanks, really appreciate that, give thanks. Crucial Conflict, I want to press the button again. Adrian Broner, did y'all see the fight last night with Broner and Pacquiao? All right, he always gives shout out to the ghetto and to the hood for my people that's in the hood. My Nick. All right. Prince Amir Hassan Muhammad. It's cool where you're going back down memory lane. But we need artists now to raise the vibration, all right, of the artists today. I got you. All right. We're reading from the book, Prince Amir Hassan Muhammad. Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right. Broner got dominated. Broner got dominated. I'm bringing up the fight last night because people will always give shout out to the hood, to the ghetto. But we must not be all things hood, all things ghetto. All right? I think Adrian Broner is a dynamic fighter. All right? I think Pacquiao is a dynamic fighter, but it's almost like, what is it that we use and where do we come from? What is the base? What is the motivation? What are we doing it for? Adrian Broner feels he have to do it for the hood. And I respect that. Pacquiao was doing it for his country. He's draped in his flag. He had the support of his people behind him. All right. Last commandment. Thou must promote all things ghetto. Khadijah, peace. What's up, queen? What's happening? How you feel? Khadijah, what's good? All right. Thou must promote all things ghetto. You must never define the word ghetto or discuss its creation. You must uphold its principles and create new creeds. You must never discuss the trappings of the ghetto. Of course, Lin Q. Of course, Tupac Shakur. Of course, KRS-One and Most Def. All right. Lupe Fiasco. Thank you, man. I forgot about Lupe. All right. Trust me, I'm probably the only one that's going to be on here mentioning artist names that I just don't like at all. But I'm an honest person and I'm transparent. I'm not going to, because I don't like the artist, not mention their name and not mention their contributions to the particular conversation that we're having. All right. There's artist names that I mentioned on here that I don't like. Personally, I don't like their music. I don't like them, period. But we're having a discussion about songs that people contributed that was positive and talked about history. Some of those artists that are on here, I have to mention their name. Channel Live, B.O.B., Houdini back in the days, Brand New Beans. You understand? All right. Far Side, of course. Oshun, Slum Village. All right. Of course, we know Zulu Nation is in the building. I got you. Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. So, last commandment, thou must promote all things ghetto. Why? Why? Prince Amir Hassan Muhammad says Griff contributed to hip-hop big time. Pawns in the Game track was powerful. Give thanks. Now, I am seeing some names coming up that I'm not going to mention because y'all trying to be funny. All right. That's the last commandment. We left off on page 185. As a matter of fact, let's not leave off on page 185 because the next page is the actual next chapter. So let's finish it off with page 185. We got 7 minutes left. All right. The word sagging is also niggas spelled backwards. I know some cats that are still sagging, and I thought that was played out, man. I thought that was played out. Sagging is niggas spelled backwards. I thought that was played out. Come on, y'all. All right. By keeping the aforementioned commandments, we, the industry, guaranteed the following. All right. We guarantee that we will remain niggas. We're guaranteed that we'll remain niggas, hoes, bitches, and all these other things that we call ourselves on records. We're guaranteed that we're not going to move forward as a people, nor as individuals. We're guaranteed, all right, the hypocrisy in hip hop. We're guaranteed that we're going to be the first ones hired, last ones hired, the first one fired. We're guaranteed that we're going to be dealt with and dealt with by the police on a very brutal level. We're guaranteed we're going to be brutalized in the court system, in the criminal justice system. We're guaranteed these things. We're guaranteed our culture will be stolen from us and co-opted, remixed, and fed back to us for a hefty price. We're guaranteed these things. All right. I'm reading from the Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, and we just finished a couple of chapters. Tomorrow, we got to deal with chapter 7, the 7th degree: money, madness, music, mayhem, the media, and the motherfucker. All right. All right. Chapter 7. Next couple of days. All right. Y'all got any questions? Y'all want to run it down? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Prince Amir Hassan Muhammad. We'll send those artists my way so I can play on my radio. Okay. Aisha Ra. They are sagging tremendously. They're still doing that. Grown men are sagging. My break. May sleep to catch you on Wednesday. Okay. I'm traveling, so I might be a different time tomorrow. I'm traveling to the Michigan area, to Detroit. Are you going to speak in Philly? I'm speaking tomorrow in Chester. All right. I'm in Chester, Pennsylvania right now. I'm speaking tomorrow. 45 years old and still saggy. This book needs to be in all black homes. Thank you very much. It is The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop by Professor Griff. All right. How often the Public Enemy get together? Well, Public Enemy's going out on a tour right now. All right. De La Soul and Wu-Tang Clan. Where at? In Detroit. Hit me up. 678-557-2919. I'll let you know where I'm speaking to. Chester, PA, 15 minutes down I-85. I hear you. Khadijah, thanks. Really appreciate you, sis. All right. What about Toronto? Yeah, they still got a brother's passport, so we're working on that right now. You got about 40 stacks you can give me, we can deal with that problem. Them people are ruthless, man. We're going to start to get Professor Griff's passport crowdfunding page. I'm dead serious. We're going to make it happen. How many you got for your live stream, LaShawn Thomas? Safe travels. Give thanks. Really appreciate that. I would love to have you come to Chicago. Give me a call, Mr. J. Chavis. 678-557-2919. All right. Send me the number again, 678-557-2919. Salam. Peace. The address Rap Games Africa. I'm in Zanzibar. Okay. I want to make it to Africa, man. Want to make it to Africa. Definitely. Peace, Miss Soleil. Really appreciate you. This is Under the Veil that y'all are listening to. All right. Let me play the version. This version. On our way out. I really appreciate everyone. As I said before, in the beginning of every show, this platform is designed to raise a vibrational pitch about thinking into the minds of the creator and the co-creator. We stand on the shoulders of the ancestors and we kneel at the feet of the elders. This is Professor Griff for Sirius Mindz. For Sirius Mindz. And what do y'all say? Sirius Mindz. For Sirius Mindz. Seriously. This is Professor Griff. I gotta get out of here. Shout out to 16. Shout out to my wife Soleil. Alright, I love you all to life. Thank you for all those supporters, man. Whether you donate a nickel or dime from food stamps, $20, $100, thank you all very much. Really appreciate that. It's Professor Griff. I gotta get out of here. Alright. If y'all want to donate that, $ Professor Griff on the Cash App. PayPal is www.me/Professor Griff Corp. Alright, or just go to my website, www.professorgriff.me, and donate. Hit the donate button. Alright? Alright. Peace. Who you trying to be? Cause the yachtman is blanketed like a canopy. Antithetical. Saying that's real when your identity lies in all that you